major plan of mine is knowing and remembering that I am exactly where I need to be right now. Hello guys, how you doing? I hope you're doing great and in the best of health. Welcome to the Transforming with T podcast. As you can see from the title above, today I'm here to share a bit about myself. I'm going to share with you how my Q3 went. So we are basically reviewing my Q3 and I'm taking you along to share with you my plans for Q4. And it's going to be some tricks and tips for you guys as well, so we continue having a thriving rest of the year. So if you feel like you're slacking still, you still have time, 3 months to go, you got this. When you're watching this is one of the last days of Q3, or we are just beginning Q4, the last quarter of the year. Whoop whoop! I'm so excited. I love new beginnings, and for me it's always like new quarters, new months, new years. Of course, that's like the grand new beginning, but I absolutely love it. And you can make new beginnings anytime, any day, new week, middle of the week, new month, whatever you want. Let me give you a little backstory, yeah? Starting off the year, I came on here and I shared with you my 2024 blueprint. These were the things that I wanted to focus on. These were the things that I wanted to achieve. And some are exactly the same and some have shifted a bit. So the main ones were, I said that I will commit to myself fully this year and I will follow through on every single thing that I have said that I will commit to. I also decided that thinking of the end product, thinking of who I want to be towards the end of the year was my main tip on how I was going to follow through and how I was going to stay committed. I decided that I will make it a point to know who I am this year, to know what TeeFam is all about. I said I will focus on my body, I will focus on my mind, I will focus on my career, I will focus on my relationships, and above all, I will show up as the best version of myself consistently every single day. Towards the mid-year, I came on here again on my Tito playlist and I shared with you how the year has been so far in regards to the things that I said I will work on. And I also shared tips on how we can continue thriving throughout the other half of the year. Now I'm transferring this conversation over on here to my Transforming with T podcast because I want this quarterly culture of mine to continue. I'll start by brushing over some tips that I shared on my mid-year video. Guys, if you want the full video, check it out. I'll link it in the description down below. It seriously has some gems. So if you haven't checked it out, watch it after this. And the main reason why I'm sharing these tips that I shared again last time is because these things are just as important moving forward onto Q4. The first one is we still need to continue setting our priorities straight. I told you guys, every single thing is about priorities. What is the number one thing I need to be doing right now? What is my priority right now? Is it taking care of my body? Is it drinking more water? Is it going to work out? Is it recording this video, recording my content? Is it editing a content? Set your priorities straight. The second thing and the second tip that we need to continue doing is celebrating the little wins. Sometimes we haven't cracked it yet. We're not there yet. We know where we want to be and we're not there yet, but we're here. This is where we are and we were there. So we need to celebrate how far we've come. Small progress is better than none at all. So rejoice. You're here, you're going there, and you will get there. But celebrate here as well. Other main tip that I shared is working in alignment with our long-term goals. We need to work in alignment with our long-term term goals every single day, every single month, every single week. We need to show up as the person we aspire to be. I need to show up as the best version of myself so I get there. Because she's there and I see her. I can envision her. I know how she talks. I know how she dresses. I know how she walks. So how about I do it and I show up as her, even if I'm not her yet, but I'm working towards getting to being her. So I have to start being her now. I can envision it. So I might as well actionably show up as her as well. Again, there is more of such tips on the other video. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out in the link down below. Moving on to my Q3 review. How was Q3? Of all the things that I said that I would do and I would commit to, how are we doing so far? Let's start. First question for myself is, how is learning who I am going? I'm going to tell you 100%. I'm not even just saying it for the content or for the video. I have genuinely committed to this. I have genuinely learned who I am, and I'm continuously learning who I am and what my triggers are and how I feel about every single situation. I am still doing that. That one I can say 100%, alhamdulillah. I'm still working on it. I'm still committed to it. And towards Q4, it is still very much a thing, as it was one of my main goals for 2024. Or how I like to call it, 2020 me. This year was all about me, main character energy. How is my body, soul, and mind doing? In my body department, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've been having constant flu. Like, it comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. So I feel like in my body department, I need to work on my immune system very, very much and very, very hard. My soul department, alhamdulillah, I said this in my other video, and at that time I saw that I was really, really thriving in my soul department in my last video, and alhamdulillah, I'm still thriving, not as much as that time, but we're working towards it. The goals are still there, the eyes are still laser focused on them, and we're working towards it. My mind, alhamdulillah, I've been journaling, I've been taking care of my mental health. I have been deciding on whether things are important to me, on whether I need to prioritize my health or I need to be engaging in these conversations. If it's not good for me, if it's not good for my peace of mind, I have been disengaging completely because I don't want to drag my mind down. I don't want to drag my mental health down into the drains. I have not been participating in anything that is gonna mess me up in any way. So I'm glad to share that proudly, I must add. How is career and relationships going for me? Personally, alhamdulillah, I finally started this podcast, and this was one of the major things in my career goals for 2024. So alhamdulillah, I'm here. I'm still doing this. This is the second episode. I'm super proud of myself for even initiating this and just starting, pressing the play button. I'm super proud of myself for that. Relationships, alhamdulillah, I'm thriving in that department as well. I've been giving people their flowers. I've been giving people their time, having quality time with my friends and family. It has been amazing. It can always be better. If you're at an 8, you can always get to a 10 or at least 9.5. There's always room for improvement. But yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm thriving in that department. So that's about it in the Q3 chapter. I want to share something before moving over and flipping the page to Q4. This is something that is very, very important for you and I moving forward, whether it's about going to a new quarter, going to a new month, going to a new year. This thing is going to help you even today as you listen to it. If you actually listen and implement what I'm saying, it's going to help you. The first thing is a realization that I have had for a minute now. And it's growing up and being an adult means being honest with yourself. Being honest with what you want, what you need, how you feel, and who you are as a person. You are no longer a kid to just be moving with the flow, moving with the wind. You are now an adult. You need to be honest with yourself. In life, we set up goals, right? We set up goals. Had to pause a bit and attend to this raging cough I just had. My goodness, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, make a prayer for me. Just make a silent prayer for me this instant because I need it. I genuinely need it. So, moving on swiftly. You, we got this. We'll do this. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. In life, we are afraid to switch stuff up. We are afraid to switch our approach. We are afraid to change our priorities. And I don't understand why that is. You're an adult. You're allowed to go where your energy is taking you. You're allowed to change things in your life. You are allowed to level up however you want to level up right now. Not to level up on how you wanted in 1900, not to level up how you wanted to level up at the beginning of the year. It's okay if you change, it's okay if you pivot. When you need to, and if you need to, change your direction. It's okay. You're an adult. You know what you want. You know how you feel about this thing. Even if you wanted it, even if you needed it, even if you felt amazing about it when you set that goal, it is okay for you to decide, you know what, I don't feel like I want to do that anymore. It's okay. Step into the light and switch it up when and if you need to. The other thing I've realized is in life, we try to juggle every single thing. We try to balance every single thing every single day. And that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not here to tell you, don't try to do everything at the same time. Don't try to focus on your goals, all of them at the same time. But I'm here to tell you, let's be realistic. You can't focus on every single goal every single day. Sometimes you can, but sometimes, let's be honest, we can't. Some days you got to decide what is more important for me right now. What is the priority for me right now? For example, do I want to wake up and go for my morning walk? Or do I want to prepare myself and record some content for you guys? Sometimes you only have allocated time and you can't fix every single thing that's important to you in that time. So you have to prioritize. You can decide, let me sit down and record some content. Let me shoot a video right now. I'm going to go for my morning walk later on. Or I'm going to go for my morning walk tomorrow. It's okay to postpone things. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If what's important is something else, don't try to fix every other thing in there as well. I know it's all important, but is it all important right now? Is it? Most probably not. Weigh your options in terms of what is the priority right now and what is urgent to do right now. Is it almost uploading there and you haven't recorded a video and you still want to rest and you still want to go for your walk and you still want to do what? Come on, bloods. You need to prioritize what is important, what is most urgent. Because, I upload on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Before that, I need to have scheduled the video up. I need to have recorded the video, first of all. I need to have edited it well. I need to have curated a thumbnail for it. I need to do the end screen and the pins and the this and the that. It's a lot. So before that time, if it's already past midweek, you haven't done anything, then clearly every other thing comes after. I'm not going to worry about resting more because maybe I just feel like my body needs it. No. What is most important right now? I can rest tomorrow, but this video needs to go up when it needs to go up. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, sometimes rest is more important. I'm like, I seriously haven't slept well the whole weekend. So let me just rest. It is okay to do whatever it is that is important to you at that time. It's okay. The rest, you can do it tomorrow, you can do it next week. That's fine. I have curated a Q4 check in questions for all of us. Some of them are specific to me because of the goals and the focus I have for this year and for Q4, but I believe we can all do it together. If we share the same goals or if these things are just as important to you as they are to me. Question: is there anything you need to let go or adjust to stay on track? Second question: is there someone who you'd like to connect with before the year ends? This is important to me because my relationships are important to me. My friendships, my family, they are important to me. So I put this question specifically because of that. If there's someone I need to check in on or meet up with before the year ends, this is the time I need to decide who it is or who they are if it's multiple people, and in allocated time to go meet them. Third question: what would make you feel more accomplished by the end of the year? I feel like this is a question for all of us. What is it that we feel like if we do more of, or if we attain, we're going to feel more accomplished by the end of the year? The other question: what would make you more joyous? What's one thing you can do to bring you more joy by the end of the year? I feel like we all want to be more joyous. We all want joy in our lives. So what's that one thing or multiple things that we can do to be more joyful by the end of the year? The last question I have for the Q4 check-in question is: what is my main intention for the rest of Q4, for the rest of the year, for the next month, whatever it is for you? What is the main intention for it? I am definitely going to leave this Q4 check-in questions in the description down below, so check it out. Maybe you can use it as your journaling prompts. Write about what can make you feel more accomplished by the end of the year. Write about what's one thing or a couple of things that can make you feel more joyous towards the end of the year. Write who you need to meet. Have a list of the people you want to hang out with before the year ends. The whole shebang. The questions are down below if you need that. Now we're going to move on to my Q4 plans. And guys, I would like it if you share, even if it's just one of your Q4 plans, one of the things that you want to focus on this last stretch of the year. My number one thing is continue building and creating a good life. And for me, that means being present. That means enjoying every single moment, romanticizing my moments and my days. That means spending my time and surrounding myself with beautiful people, beautiful hearted people. To me, it means forming connections, forming and building good networks with good people, allocating time for myself, just alone time, and above all, resting. I feel like I need to prioritize my resting and myself for this last stretch of the year. It's not like I've completely neglected myself in that department, but a bit I have, slacked. So I need to prioritize my rest as well. The second thing, which it kind of touches on what I just mentioned, is taking care of my health. Taking care of my health is my responsibility. Taking care of my healing is my responsibility. You're an adult now. You have to stand on business. You have to take responsibility for yourself and for your own life. And that's what I want to do for the rest of the year and for the rest of my life moving forward. My other major Q4 plan is loving on myself. Loving myself so deeply and so fully that I feel at home in my own body and my own mind. This is showing myself the love that I know I deserve, the love that I crave and I look for out there, giving it all to myself. Let me tell you something. No one is gonna love you as deeply and as much and as exactly as you like to be loved but yourself, because only you know what ticks you. Only you know what's the most important thing to you. So buy yourself your damn flowers. Take yourself to that restaurant that you've been wanting someone to take you. Go on that morning walk alone. Enjoy yourself. Love on yourself so much that you genuinely don't need external validation or external love for you to feel it, for you to feel like, oh, this feels nice. Give it all to yourself, guys. Please do. And I'll also have a video on loving on yourself soon. It's going to be either the next episode or next to next episode. Just stay alert. It's coming, guys. We got to love ourselves this season. My other plan for Q4 is changing course and changing direction when and if I need to. I don't want to be stuck on my ways. I don't want to be stuck on my plans. If they need to change, they are going to change. My other Q4 plan, which is also something that I have already started, is continuously stepping out of my comfort zone. If I feel like I have slacked on that, if I feel like I've been too comfortable seated down, I am going to stand up. I don't care if I am wherever I am, I'm standing up. No more comfort zone around here. My other Q4 plan is to continuously give myself grace and continuously cultivate patience. I need sabr in my life. I need to know that this thing I want doesn't need to come right now. It will come. I need to practice that patience. I also need to give myself grace because maybe I wanted to be here at the end of the year and I'm here. You know what? I will get there. It's okay. I need to give myself grace. The last thing I will continue doing, this is a major plan of mine, is knowing and remembering that I am exactly where I need to be right now. It tags along with the other statement that I just said. It is being patient, trusting the process, and knowing, you know what? Allah has got me. Allah has got me. I am exactly where I need to be. For example, I wanted to start my podcast the beginning of the year. Yeah. And I started it when? Towards the end of the year. But we're here. We are finally here and we are exactly where we needed to be. Maybe at that time, I didn't have this wisdom and this gems and this experience to come on here and tell you how we can transform, and that's okay. And that is great because now we're here. Now we're getting to transform. Now we're getting to grow. Now we're elevating our lives. And now is the time we needed to do it. And that's why we're doing it now. This video has definitely had a couple of hiccups because of this flu of mine, but we have reached the end. We have finally reached the end. Checking if my mic is on because there was a time I was talking and it wasn't on. Hiccups, I'm telling you. Life, I'm telling you. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad that I was able to do this. I am glad that you stuck to me and with me till the end. It means so much. You people who finish the video till the bitter end, you guys have my heart. You guys, you own my heart, I swear, because it means the absolute world to me. And I will continue thanking you and just praying for you because it's a big deal. It's a big ass deal. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in to this video. It means a lot to me that you took your time and listened through, and I hope you gained something from it. If you have any questions regarding absolutely anything, just ask me in the comment section down below. Also, share with me more video ideas that you would want me to talk about in this podcast. Everything about transforming, everything about changing our lives and elevating our lives, just let me know. Me and inshallah in the future with my guests, we will tackle those topics. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.